What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen, right when you think you've seen it all, something comes and takes the place of that and leaves your jaw dropped. This story right here is out of Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out Memphis. The stock market want to be there next week for the Tyree Nichols sentencing of the 5 police officers. And I can't wait to get back to one of my favorite places. Check this out. This guy right here, and this is not funny at all, but when they explain to you what happened, some of y'all are going to chuckle, and you're wrong for that. This dude you see up here, ladies and gentlemen, is, drum roll please, Jaden Pounds, 22 years old. This guy is charged with second-degree murder, especially aggravated robbery, I ain't never heard of especially, and theft of property, $1,000 or less. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy who suffers from some type of mental illness was riding in the car with his mom, and all hell broke loose. Something triggered him. He stabbed her in her face, and he stabbed her somewhere else, I think in the shoulder. But either way, you're about to see the video. When they explain to you what happened, some of y'all gonna laugh, and it's not funny because somebody got hurt, but it's no way, with the way this guy is acting in court, and I want you to pay attention, this is something you gotta see to believe. He would not be living with me. Son or no son, check it.
Topping your news leader at 4, a Memphis man accused of stabbing his own mother faced a judge this morning. Fortunately, the victim survived after she was able to walk to a family's home for help. Hi there, thanks for being with us. I'm Shay Arthur in for April and Alex today. WREG's Drita Patterson has the details regarding what happened and the bizarre behavior in court from the man accused of going on the attack.
Jaden Pounds was brought into court Monday where he sat before standing to confess his innocence. From there, the 22-year-old began facing the wall. He was all over the place in court. Detectives were searching all over after Pounds allegedly went on the run for days following an attack against his own mother. Pounds, who according to detectives has a mental condition, was riding with his mother December 30th when he was triggered. Detectives say Pounds snatched his mother's wig off, throwing it out of the window of her Nissan Altima. As she pulled over at Richmond and Germantown roads to retrieve her hairpiece, she told investigators her son stabbed her while telling her, "You're gonna die today. I'm going to kill you." He then drove off in her car. Incredibly, the injured woman was able to walk nearly a mile to her mother's Split Rail Cove home. One neighbor, without showing his face, says he, as well as deputies, are familiar with the house.
I have seen incidents over there where the sheriff department was always over there pretty much constantly, at least once a month.
His heart still goes out to the family.
So, when I see something or hear something like that, it's the main thing is sadness.
Back here in court, Pounds' behavior became even more outlandish.
On the second case.
After a bizarre arraignment hearing, Pounds was escorted away before things even wrapped up. The judge recommended a mental evaluation. For now, Pounds is being held on more than $250,000 bond. Reporting for your news leader inside the CJC, Drita Patterson, WREG, News Channel 3.
You seen that story, man? That's crazy. In case you didn't know what he said when he was whispering in the beginning before he went off on doing all that crazy stuff in court, I don't think he could help that. Says the only thing, this is what he said, quote, "The only thing I can say is I am innocent. I didn't do it." He said before he started facing the wall. I don't know if he went back to his childhood days of being put on punishment, made to stand in the corner. I don't know what it was. But it says Pounds is accused of snatching his mother's wig off and throwing it out the window of the Nissan Altima. Come on, man. You know damn well when you threw mama's wig from the car, she was going to stop and go get it. I guarantee you in that car, the conversation was something like this. He started acting a fool. She like, "Jaden, calm down. You going to die today." All this, rip the wig off. She said, "Oh," I know the first thing out of her mouth, because for some odd reason, when that wig come off, first thing they say is, "Whoop." She said, "Whoop, that wig flew out the window. I know you did not." Here come Jaden. "Yes, I did." and gave it to her. It's crazy. That right there is scary because it can't be predicted. It says something triggered him and he acted a fool. Did you see him in the court? Did you see the judge? The judge was just trying to stand there. And he was just doing his thing. He had a handler. The handler, I guess that was his attorney. She was just trying to get him to stop. He started doing the kid and play over there. You saw me, he was like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is he? Why was he even in court? Sometimes, you know how people say they don't feel like going to court and all this stuff. Maybe they brought him to court to show that he's really fucked up. Because that right there was crazy. He had one plait right here, looking like a dirty caterpillar just sitting in his head. Said he snatched his mom's wig off, threw it out the window. As she pulled over at Richmond and Germantown roads to retrieve her hairpiece, she told investigators that her son stabbed her while telling her, "You gonna die today, I'm gonna kill you," before driving off in the car. She stabbed this woman in her face and another part of her body, then drove off in her shit. Now this is the thing I want to talk about with this. Said the police was always at that house. This gonna sound fucked up, but I gotta be honest. I'm sure this woman had to know this was something like this was gonna happen sooner or later. Did he have siblings? Did the siblings help control him? Did they say, "Mama, you're gonna have to do something with this guy"? I don't know. But he just jumped up and acted a fool. Cops were called multiple times to that house where he lived. Multiple times. Said at least, look, it says, one neighbor says, he as well as deputies are familiar with the house. Quote, "I have seen incidents over there where the sheriff's department was all over there, pretty much consistently, at least once a month," the neighbor said. So when I saw something, when I see something or hear something like that, the main thing is sadness. Maybe he put his hands on him before, but not as severe as what he did. Either way, man, the guy need help. And I usually say, oh, show him the flowers and stuff like this. But that shit he was doing in there, he was doing hopscotch in the courtroom. He was spinning around. Then he was like trying to jump over his leg. Remember, they used to hold their leg and jump over it like kitten play. He didn't even know where the fuck he was at. Now they got a psychological evaluation, a mental evaluation. They said it'll take place on January 27th, end of this month. What do you do with that kind of shit? And that's the thing. People be doing crazy stuff. And I know a lot of them need to see the flowers. But I wonder what triggered him. Seriously, I wonder what triggered him. That's really scary. And this is as wild as it gets. You in the car, yeah, you triggered. He said, fuck me up. Nah, wouldn't be me. Wouldn't be me. And that's the reason why I said, you know what I said? I'm like, I'm sure she's seen signs that this dude was uncontrollable. And he's 22 years old. And I guarantee you, at 22 years old, he probably out in the streets and every damn thing. I don't think she keeping him in the house and be causing ruckus like that. I would love to see the inside of the house and see how much shit he broke up when he gets triggered. Because, I mean, this right here, man, keeping it real, that's some scary shit. You laying in the bed, you don't know what the fuck gonna happen. Dude come in there, cut your back, and then scratch you with the chicken foot. You're like, where the fuck you get the foot from? Don't worry about it. Knock you out your bed, then lay in it. The hell with that plait in his head. Jesus Christ. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be careful out there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.